Right, buddy, I want to talk about Alejandro Garnacho, and Napoli have made a bid for him of £38 million, but United want £60 million for the United winger. Listen, you have to understand Garnacho, he's definitely up on the market. He's been dropped from the derby, from the squad against the derby. People are talking about him potentially wanting to leave. Listen, I definitely think there's a player in there with Alejandro Garnacho. He has massively struggled with performances at Manchester United. And again, Amorim, people are saying, does he fit the system? Does Amorim like him? Amorim, in one of his press conferences, has talked about how he intends to keep the players like Garnacho, like Mainu. These are sort of players that we should be building the future with. And I definitely think I've seen enough to keep Garnacho at Manchester United, particularly beyond this season. Listen, the last two games alone, he got an assist against Liverpool, assist against Arsenal. He's had some very, very good performances. Yesterday as well, when we got the red card, he dug in, he defended deep in that right wing back position. Which is not usually the game. And then when it comes down to it, decisive moment, you thought, is he going to shoot, make a stupid decision, or take it on by himself? But he didn't. He was calm on the ball. He had a very good performance. And I think with Garnacho, there's a player there which Amorim can and should develop, because there's definitely and certainly is a player in there. I think, yes, he's had difficult moments, and yes, he's had hard times, but there definitely is a player that you can work with Garnacho. Napoli, listen, Juventus are reportedly interested in him as well. You can definitely see him. There's going to be clubs interested in signing him because he is a very good player, but I don't think he's expressed his kind of desire to leave. He's still got a couple of years left on his deal. He's one of those players. For me, him, Kobbie Mainoo, Ahmad, they're kind of the main three core players at the minute, and Lenny Yoro as well. They're the young up-and-coming players. Garnacho's 20. He can definitely become a superstar. I think there's a lot of work on the attitude needed, and sometimes I think he is a bit petulant, kind of waving his arms about, but that's understandable. But he needs to work on that. There's always been an issue about that attitude. But Napoli making a bid. Obviously, you have to look at the kind of the outlet. Alfredo Padula, I don't really know too much about him. I don't know if he's credible. I'll be certainly looking at kind of him. But listen, let's be real, he hasn't been good enough. But I think that first season which he came through, which was at 22-23, I thought he was absolutely fantastic. He got numerous assists. He was that fearless sort of academy graduate. He came through and was just very, very sharp. And then now you look at him and he's kind of lost a bit, but I think there definitely is a player in there, because he works tremendously hard, and I think there's definitely a player you can work with and kind of develop, because he is still a very good player. Now, there will be clubs interested in signing him, again, because he's that sort of player that you look at, he's on the market. United don't really want to lose a player like him. I think Amorim will definitely want to keep him, but there will be clubs making bids for him. And I think the main issue is, I want to keep Garnacho at Manchester United. You look at his strengths, he wouldn't be a player that you want to lose. Again, maybe at the end of next season, if he's not having good performances, you look at potentially putting him up on the market, maybe getting rid of him, maybe kind of selling him. But listen, he's 20. He's a fearless player. He still needs a lot of developing. There's a lot of work needed. He's a top talent, but we need to turn that talent into some very good performances. And I think that's ultimately what Amorim is trying to do. We need to take that talent and ultimately improve it. But listen, would you sell Napoli? Would you sell Alejandro Garnacho to Napoli for what was it, 60 million Manchester United won? If a club offered 60 million for Garnacho, would you take it? For me, I wouldn't. I would give him certainly to the end of the season, and in the summer kind of assess the situation then. But if someone offered 60 million right now, I'm sure many Manchester United fans would take it. Personally, for me, I wouldn't. I think it's too early on. It's not comparable to the Rashford situation. The Rashford situation is totally different. Rashford's a player who, yes, he's good, but this is what his 10th season now with Manchester United. I think you can definitely look at moving him on. Garnacho's a totally different situation. He's come through the academy like Rashford. Obviously, we bought him from Atletico, but has come through the academy ranks. I think you can definitely give him some more time, which he deserves, because he has been a very good player and had some important moments for us. And I think there's still a lot more yet to come with Garnacho. What he's showing at 20 years old is absolutely fantastic, and I think there's definitely room for improvement, but there's a player there that I don't think we can afford to kind of sell at this current moment. But let me know your thoughts. Would you sell Garnacho to Napoli? They have reportedly put a bid in at £38 million plus add-ons. That has been rejected by Manchester United, so we'll have to wait and see what happens. Thank you for watching. Hope you did enjoy. Leave a like on the video if you are new. Thanks for watching, and peace.